No.
And the cat's in the cradle.
Silver spoon.
Got some poop on my shoes.
I always imagined him having a silver spoon and then melting it down and killing werewolves.
Very cool.
That's what the song is about.
Yeah, the baby blew in something moon.
And as I hung up the phone, it occurred to me I was killing werewolves.
In my sleep.
Don't ruin it.
Because it was all a dream.
Yeah!
Rock and roll, bitches!
Coming back. Every
Upping the energy by
Always.
losing it all in the beginning of the podcast.
Usa.
Uza. Goosefraba and unagi.
All
at
of
the
it.
same time.
All of it.
It's still not enough.
Not even close.
No.
No.
I'm not gonna. It's only gonna turn into something wrong.
Yeah.
And with that said, welcome back to the 212th this Sketchbook Heroes podcast with Ilias.
Let me run. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Ooh, you did it.
Nope.
No?
I really didn't.
So, on this week's episode, we're going to talk about why you are failing as an artist.
Yes, exactly. You right there.
Listening for the first time.
Fuck.
Why are you
failing?
Exactly.
It's going to be a very happy episode.
About failing hard. Your life.
Your failure.
I have nothing to add because I didn't expect you to say anything.
Yeah, I thought it was this one.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, well. You
It's
know,
kind of
buttons.
It's.
We haven't had the buttons in like 2 episodes.
I know.
1 episode.
Yeah. We had a little bit of button action last time.
We did.
Yeah. So right now I just keep starting the podcast with the buttons because that's when
Just
I
to
get
remember
push
the
them.
buttons.
That too. Also, I keep forgetting that we have them, to be honest.
Dude, same. Especially when it's faced away from us now.
And how do you push the buttons at the right time if you're doing like building up to a joke or whatever? Like it's all about timing. We
I
need
know.
Jamie.
We need Jamie.
Yeah.
So if you're out there, we're still looking for you.
Jamie.
That wasn't a joke. Still looking for you.
Yeah.
The 3rd member of the Sketchbook Hero that gets no cred.
Yeah. You get a hashtag.
You get. Nah, I have nothing.
yeah.
I have nothing.
Yeah. So yeah, failing as an artist.
Yes,
And that's the topic. And
yeah.
how you doing?
It's okay.
Yeah. No, it's not.
No. I mean, like, it's okay enough to be here.
Yeah. You're here. We're all here.
We're all here.
Yeah.
I have nothing to share on this topic of me. I just don't want to dive into any of it. I just want to forget for the time that we are here.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I splurt anything out right now, I'll just get exhausted and then.
Well, you're already there.
I know.
So, yeah.
So tired.
Yeah.
3rd week of no sleep.
Yeah. I kind of feel you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Little ones.
Little ones, they do keep you up. And I mean, she's to be fair, she's
lazy, right? She does nothing all day.
At this stage, she's
Lies
still
about.
kind of light maintenance. We go up maybe 2 times a night to feed her, and I don't.
And you
obviously.
don't?
No,
Yes,
I
2 times you don't do that
like,
thing.
I hear her make noises. I wake up, and then I wake Santa up because she can sleep through anything. And
So she's me, basically.
yeah,
Yeah,
more or less.
cool.
Yeah. And then they go and feed, and I sleep, and then wake up when they come back.
What? They go away to feed?
Yeah.
Dude, we did it all in the bed.
Yeah, sometimes she does it in bed,
okay,
but
okay.
sometimes it's a little bit too noisy, and she just prefers to be in like a nice chair. So, yeah.
I would never go up.
But that's also because Santa is such a extremely beautiful person.
Yeah, I hate that.
That she's like, well, no, daddy needs to sleep because he's going to work. So we'll just go out into the living room.
She's a Matthias, basically.
Yeah.
Filth.
Yeah. Hate her.
So nice. You can't.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hate her so much.
Yeah. They make us look so bad.
I'm going to marry her so I can divorce her and take half her nothing. Yeah.
And that's about the level of this show.
Hey!
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah, sorry. No.
You're all welcome.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm definitely dealing with mushy father brain, I guess. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what time it is.
All the things we knew before you had babies.
What now?
No.
No, it is. It's exhausting, even though I am not affected really in any way. Apart from not getting like to sleep. Well, I never get to relax because, well, for one, Santa does sleep through anything. So if the kid sort of, worst case, chokes on something, she's going to be sleeping. And I need to be awake and ready for anything. And this is just my way of thinking. Obviously, she would wake up if something happened. But
your brain doesn't care.
Can't
your brain
relax.
Doesn't care. Yeah.
So I'm so tense constantly, just ready for any noise. And I'm normally like that without a child, and now it's amped up to 11.
Dude, you should be happy you don't live in a house. There's like a million noises a house makes that are just...
Yeah, like, what's that?
Is that a burglar? Is that someone that's like playing with the lock?
Yeah.
Like, no, it isn't. It really isn't.
And then one day it is. And then
you're dead. But hey, everyone dies.
Yeah, exactly. But at least you get to die with nunchucks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I woke up today thinking it was Sunday, so I didn't upload the podcast.
Well, it was up when I got up. So.
Yeah. But I woke up, I was like, all right, Sunday, bro. And then I just went downstairs, had a pee, you're welcome. And, I put on some coffee.
You're welcome, toilet.
And I was like, what time is it though? Like, it feels early. And I was like, yeah, it's almost 7. And then I just like, did I just read Monday on my watch? And then like, oh, fuck, it does say Monday. It's Monday. It's not Sunday. I didn't upload the podcast. That's what happens when you don't sleep, kids.
And that is pretty much...
And I got so much done work-wise.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so much.
So that's a life hack.
That's a life hack, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretend it's the wrong day, then realize it's the day that you're supposed to have shit done.
And then
then work a lot. Then erase it accidentally, save over it, but then...
No.
I didn't save over it. I actually just, I pasted something over, so I couldn't Control Z back. No. And I just quit and then got back in to Photoshop. And then I pressed Control V and it pasted in everything that I had because I had saved it. But it didn't, when I tried to pasting it in the stuff that I kind of deleted, it wouldn't. But when I closed it down, opened it up, and pasted it in, it was all there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. But for a moment, this is 10 minutes before my meeting. All the work that I put in that morning, a lot of work, was gone.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, I just erased all everything. 4 hours of work. But I managed to get it back. And also I did tons of work afterwards that we kind of discussed on the meeting that I had. So I did those changes as well, and I just pushed them in, and then I left for the show. Wow. And yeah, I felt super productive, more than I've done in 2 weeks.
Holy shit. Good
all
job.
In a day's work.
That's Monday.
Yep.
Apparently.
Apparently
Monday.
Hey, Monday.
Hey, Monday. Cool.
Yeah. And with that said, nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I've slowly gotten back into work. Like I told you just now, I worked my last ever Saturday, which is a big deal.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. I mean, I went from working 7 days a week to now working 4 days a week.
That is insane.
Because Mondays are podcast day and...
Shabbat Shabbos.
Yeah, Shomer Shabbos.
Whatever he said.
Yeah, all of it. But yeah, fucking... Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off from now on. We'll see if I can actually manage to like make that
But
work.
you're going to sort of manifest it so that it does work.
Of course. And, well, yeah, every once in a while you give me some extra work as well. So,
well, I do have a gig.
Yeah, so that that manages to
cover rent and
keep me afloat. And the bookings are slowly getting back. I don't know if I said that last time or not, but the calendar is kind of slowing down a bit. Mm-hmm. You can definitely feel that people are being a little bit careful with all of their what do you call
monies.
It? Yeah, exactly, monies, because the electrical bills are getting a lot higher and all of that stuff.
Yeah, everything is going up except our salaries.
Yeah, exactly. And people are not rushing to get new fresh tattoos. They cost thousands and thousands of Swedish crowns.
Uh-huh.
So I can definitely feel that. But I don't know. Now I don't know if there's something happening now, if they're coming back, or if it's just today. But I do feel like there is a little bit of a switch happening now. So hopefully I'll get back into normal routine again.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. But yeah, it's weird being back at work and still not weird. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah, it's
that was a burp, yes. Yes.
I printed out a photo of LV and put it on just above the workstation, like one of the ugliest
Very cool
pictures of her, just like cross-eyed, looking like really weird.
As babies do, yes.
Yes. So she's looking down at me and like, why aren't you at home, Dad? Every day.
Cat in the cradle and the silver spoon.
Exactly.
Straight circle.
Yes. Full straight circle. And just still trying to embrace the whole like I'm a daddy thing. Yeah.
A leather daddy?
Leather daddy. Yeah. Try saying that a few times.
Lederhosen daddy.
You're the leader daddy.
Take us to your leder.
I'll do that later.
I get it. And with that, thank you for listening to the show. Leave us a review.
Please.
Hopefully a positive one on whatever the fuck you listen on. And thank you, Max, Underverket, and all the beautiful people that make this show possible.
And thank you.
And thank you. Yeah, that's what I was going to get to.
Yeah. Intro song. Go.
Pat ourselves on the back.
Yay. Intro song.
All these people are patting us down, which is weird.
That's what makes that applauding noise. The intro song. Just go.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
Just no. I'll be back. So yeah, what was it? Being a nobody?
Why are you a
hating
loser?
yourself? Yeah.
Why do you suck at art?
Why is life this way?
Why do I put so much effort and all I get is shit?
Yeah. Where are
so we're just building off of the last one.
Please, God, help me. Yes. That's today's episode.
What end of the gun should I point at my head? No. That's not the sound you're going to hear.
No.
That's not the sound either, I think.
That's
the sound.
Yeah.
That's the sound of a gun.
Yeah.
Because we don't have a sound of the gun.
But yeah, why do we suck, Ilias? Why?
So why? And I guess this question can be split up into sucking at the craft or like
at the shaft.
Not at the shaft. The craft, you motherfucker.
I just heard a rhyme. I needed to go there. Sucking at the craft or sucking at the shaft, you know. It's either one.
No. Just no. God damn it. We started off poorly. Let's
what
not
is
get
a shaft, Ilias?
poorly. What do you mean when you say shaft? What?
I just see Samuel L. Jackson.
These motherfucking shafts on this motherfucking show. Fuck
it's
this.
getting hot in here.
So bring out all your shafts?
Why?
Why? Okay, this is... Why do you guys keep coming back?
Yeah, this is why.
This is shit. This is why we don't have sponsors.
Also.
But moving away from shaft... that sound gross. And the bottom is reached.
That's so good.
Oh, my eyes are tearing
It
up.
hurts.
Everybody hurts.
Shaft.
Okay, we need to get shaft out of our brains. Shaft, isn't that the thing you use in prison to stab people?
No, that's a shank.
No, that was another type of stabbing.
Yeah,
that I was
but you can probably stab somebody in the shaft. In somebody's shaft.
Okay, let's move. We should have this stuff at the very end of the podcast.
Yeah,
This is like blooper shit. Except there are no bloopers and we're just idiots. Oh my God.
Why is it called bloopers? It's never blue.
Yeah.
It's actually...
Or boops.
Yeah, boops. Boopers?
I need sleep. I told you everything's funny at this.
Yeah.
I'm so tired. Everything is fucking hilarious.
It's
my
amazing.
God. Even breathing is funny. Okay. I don't remember anything about what we were talking. Where did we?
Yeah. Why do we suck, Ilias?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I was going to say, like, if it is, like, what kind of artist are you? Do you want to be a professional artist or is it just for you?
Mm.
And that, I think that plays in a lot of the stuff that we talk about.
Yeah.
Some things that apply to like a professional artist don't apply to a traditional artist. But so I don't know, like, should we tackle both and give examples of both, or should we tackle one at a time?
Well, I don't know. Let's go. Quarterback.
I don't know what that means, but because
they don't tackle anybody. That doesn't.
They
make
just
sense.
hackle everybody.
They hackle.
I don't. Fuck it.
Yeah. This is my desperate attempt to be funny.
Funnies.
Yeah.
I think we've. No.
Yeah.
No.
Let's tackle both.
Okay, let's tackle both. So what I'm gonna say, let's start with the craft, because you need the craft, like, because nobody wants to suck, like, feel bad at their art, you know, like nobody wants that. And I think that is something that most of us struggle with.
But when you say craft, just define what you mean.
So what I mean with the craft is basically like whatever your creative expression is, if it's like drawing with pencil, color pencil, digital, whatever the fuck it is.
But it's not like it necessarily needs to be your work. It's just the thing that you've chosen to be working with, hobby-wise or professionally.
But I'm thinking like the stuff that you produce, like it's not meeting the level for like your personal preference or what you enjoy looking at, or you can't get a standard that is industry level. You know what I mean? So
I do exactly know what you mean.
So both those things are something that I think is one of the biggest pitfalls for all artists out there. You get to, we all get to like a point in our art, and then we kind of stop.
Yeah.
Progressing, like most of us get to a point. I think we've been lucky where we stopped at a higher level to kind of get us in to do what we want to do. Yeah. But I think a lot of people stop a lot earlier.
Yeah, it's normally like after the teenage years and you get sort of
distracted somehow. Yeah. Or like
either it's the other gender or same gender if you're
into that.
Or just reality kicks in and you realize that this hobby is not going to really make you any money, or like you need to focus on different things.
Yeah.
Whereas we were lucky enough to actually keep doing the shit jobs, but also getting like a little bit of chicken feed every once in a while. Chicken
Very
poo,
nice.
yeah.
Chicken feed. Very nice. I see what you did there.
Yeah. To keep us getting more and more motivated with our craft and, well, eventually ending up working in said craft.
And the older you get, the more responsibilities fall on your table.
Yeah.
And the less time you have to spend on art. That's why the early years are important. They're not the only way to make it, but it's the only time in your life where you're going to be able to put in so many hours, like sort of like interrupted.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause school, sure, you have homework and shit.
Yeah.
But it's, you know,
how important is it?
how is it?
Yeah.
How important is that? And so we managed to get in a lot of hours early, and with that as well, you get a lot of experience. And you know, I would say still, I didn't study art in a way that made me learn fast.
No,
I took the dumb way of doing it. I refused every tutor that I was offered, or you know, art school or anything, because dumb. I probably would have had so many great exercises to work with early on, but I don't know. I just wanted to draw my thing.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of held me back for longer than it needed to.
But that was also like, because we're old now.
Yeah.
And back in the day, like when you say your style, that's when sort of anime and manga had started to sort of appear in the periphery of our existence. Like it wasn't
big.
mainstream,
at all.
But you had certain shops where you could go and get it, and not many people had a clue of what a manga or an anime was back then.
Yeah.
And that's the type of style you were kind of going into. So that mixed with comic book.
Yeah, like American style comics.
And it's like, it's so niche that like what were you gonna do with that?
Yeah. No.
But you were so stubborn.
Yeah, and that is, I think, my worst feature as a child.
But also best, I think. Like, because
of course,
being stubborn also means that you're not gonna quit.
Yeah, of course.
And in this way, like when you look back at it, it's been seriously your biggest gain in life. Like it's brought you where you are right now. And you're making a lot of money within quotation marks.
Yeah, of course. Like in comparison. Yeah.
This craft, like working with exactly what you did back then, more or less. Like, of course, you have somebody telling you what to do.
Yeah.
But you still get to
I
do
really
it
don't.
Really.
Like, I pitch what I want to do, and then
see, even
So I do.
And
pitch
it is
what
in your style, more or less.
Yeah, no, it is.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. Like just looking back at it. So would you being like ballsy enough to go like, no, like this is not for me. Like I've done the years I need to do with school.
You know what the fun thing is? It's all because stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
stupid is as stupid does.
Exactly. And stupid does well.
Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah. But I think like that naivete is what kind of brings you forward. You don't worry about the hows and whats, and because like for so many years I didn't know what and if I could do it and blah blah blah, but I just, you just keep doing the thing and then you just figure it out eventually, all those things. Now you have social media, you don't even need to worry about half the things you didn't know, because before you couldn't Google your way to these answers, like what do I need to do this. Now you can just like talk to a concept artist and like, what do I need, and they could like, oh well,
they give you like a full checklist of stuff that you need to do.
Exactly. And
it's
so much easier to get ahead now, I think.
And I did the exact same but in a different way. Whereas I was like, well, I still want to do kind of this, but I didn't have the niche of like, I want to do exactly this thing in this style. I loved just creating. So I was like, well, I'll just keep creating, So first construction, that's creating in a way. That was also a means to get money, and we could get to go to China and become Kung Fu.
Ninja Turtles.
Yes. Yeah. That's a true story. and then art school, and then taking a break, and then art school kind of, and graphic design, and dot.
Yeah, you've
like
gone
just trying different things, but never knowing what I want to do.
Yeah.
I've never, like to this day, more or less, like the tattooing fell more or less on my lap, but I still don't know what I want to do.
No, but same.
I just want to create. I just want to have fun and create.
That's exactly what I want to do as well. I just want someone to give me a big bag of money.
Yeah.
And then like go crazy.
Yeah. Have fun.
Yeah. That like if someone asked me specifically what I want to do, that is the specificity of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like that's as specific as specificity.
Yeah. All of the issues.
Yeah. No, but it's just like it's that vague.
Yeah.
Like I don't really want to do like I don't want to work on a Star Wars movie. I don't want to work for like Rockstar or the Naughty Dog people that make like
hear the
fun
song all the time. I don't want to work for our lives to be over.
No, but I just want to do. I just want to create. That's all I want to do. I want to try.
Same.
Like I want to try to do the wood stuff. I want to try to just do cool shit. I have other ideas that I want to try out.
Just explore different mediums and not be locked in any type of way. Just, I guess, total freedom.
Yeah.
Creative freedom.
Yeah. Because I want to, like we talked before, photography, for example, which is a great example for like becoming, like attaining skill, like fast.
Failing
to gain skill, basically, because... I would say that, like, a lot of us, like, just to get back to the question we tried to answer, is that a lot of us, we get to a certain point in our art, and then we get stuck there, and that's this, like, the level that we're at almost through, like, from forever.
Yeah.
Like, that's where people get stuck. And then they're like, oh, I can't get attention for my work, I can't get jobs, I can't sell my art, and that's because you've gotten to a place where you got stuck, complacent, and comfortable.
Yeah.
And if you want to sell your work, you need to level up. You need to study smarter. You know, like you need to have a plan of how to get from where the fuck you are to like the next stage.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be super complicated because I know it's super overwhelming, you know, like we've done this in the podcast as well. Like, oh, study anatomy. Like what part of it, you know, like,
where do I even?
Yeah. Or when people say fundamentals and you're like, all of them?
Yeah. Like, talk about layout.
Or exactly.
Composition. You're like, well, just do it.
Yeah, just do the thing. It's fundamentals, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is super, super, super like encompassing. Like it's giant. It's overwhelming. But I think just like start with what you want to be good at and then improving that field at least.
Yeah.
If you want to do characters, then look what other people working in the business, from the best to the worst in the business.
Yeah.
Can you match any of it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there are levels. Like there are mobile games that look like fucking animes, and then there are mobile games that look like something that I that I saw in my toilet this morning.
Yeah.
So there's like the spectrum of work and levels in the industry. So just figuring out sort of where you. Like, if you can get to just, like, below medium, there's a market for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to work on those really crappy games, but even those games that look terrible have value. You've worked in production, you get a lot of stuff, you know, but you need to level up your art to be able to kind of get there. And I think a lot of us, like, with social media, that we've kind of, like, this horse is so dead right now.
Yeah.
And we've been beating it for years.
Oh, yeah. It's just a big blob.
Dude, it's not even a horse. Yeah, exactly.
Mush.
At this point, it's not even a horse. But horses hold, like, it's the best thing that we've talked about on this show for, like, ages.
Yeah.
But it's like, you need to level up. That's the thing. You need to, like, because most of you complaining about not being good enough is because or like not getting the attention is because you're not good enough at art. And that doesn't mean you can't get better, but you're not doing anything. You know, it's motivation, it's this, it's that. We all have that. And
we've all been there.
And we've all been there, exactly. And sure, sometimes at the stage that we are in life doesn't lend itself to, like, oh, I'm going to spend a lot of time drawing now and be super inspired. Maybe you're not there, but there will be a time, where life kind of eases up a bit, for most, at least, I hope. And that's when you have to do it, and you got to want it bad enough. And I don't think a lot of people do.
No, you got to kind of Jim Lee it. Mm-hmm. Like the story of Jim Lee after he finished high school. His parents wanted him to be a doctor, like any Korean family, I guess. Mm-hmm. Like, it's such a cliche, but yeah, they want him to have a successful future and make money like any parent. Mm-hmm. All he wanted to do was draw comics. So he made a deal with his parents that they would give him 1 year to try and get into the business. And he did every single day, got up, sat down, drew until he fell asleep. Got up, drew until he fell asleep. Every single day, and started sending in to like every single comic book publisher out there. And within that year, he got into the business and made enough money to show his parents that it was worth it.
Yeah.
Like, that is how you do it if you want to succeed.
And you don't have to die doing it, but you have to be dedicated. And, and like we talked about on the last episode was, you don't have to go like 100% mental all the time, every day, because you're going to die fast.
Yeah, that's like doing Inktober all the time.
All the time, every day.
Yeah.
Several pieces, like 30 pieces a day for years.
Don't.
But just be smart about it. Yeah. Just dedicate yourself, because it is important if you really want this life. Because this life, if you suck and people aren't asking for your work, it's going to get very, very, very complicated very fast and stressful, because you're not getting enough requests for the jobs to kind of add up, you know?
And that's also, I think, a lot of the newbies, they think quantity is quality.
Yeah.
But I say, like, slow it down, look at the stuff that you're doing, compare it to what you want it to look like, and just start breaking it down more. Go slower.
Yeah.
Don't do 50 pieces a day with that extremely simple line work stuff that you're doing.
Because you're
just doing the exact same thing over and over and over and over.
Exactly. You're not
That's not improving anything. It's making you better at the exact same thing that you're doing. But maybe you need to take a few steps back and really look at, well, okay, how do I, like, when I do one of these simple line drawings, where is the base? Where is the basic, like, just a sketch, like angling the head, doing the whole plus thing in the circle, and, all that extremely basic sketch technique that we all learn. Like, where's that in your current style? Take it back to that and see what happens. Just, slow it down for a little bit, then go back and see what happens. Maybe that's going to be like jump starting a car that stalled. You know what I mean? Like, new life. Don't get locked into the same thing and think that if I keep drawing more, it'll make me better.
Yeah, because you're not taking the time to improve what you're bad at. You're just doing it more. Yeah, you're just repeating that bad habit more. No. Learn. Like Robert said, back up. Trace what you're trying to do. Like, try to... whatever it is that helps you understand what you're drawing, and then that makes you like draw it better. And that's why it's like what Robert is saying, like, have a point of reference that isn't your art. Like someone that is like, I want to draw like, because we had Madureira.
Exactly.
And we can't still draw like him.
No.
But I have things that I stole from him that I still use to this day.
Every single hand I do. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Hands and eyes also.
And face. I have a couple of things.
Nose,
the nose that meets the upper lip is also the thing.
Yeah, the lip thing. So I learned that from... Did he draw that Kiss? Because you had a Kiss comic book that you gave me, I think.
I had?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
It was a small one, but I think it was... Maybe
no,
it
that's
wasn't...
just Campbell.
It's probably Campbell. Yeah. But there's just
the
there's a profile of one of the Kiss leading
zoomed in
on like the nose and mouth, and that just taught me exactly what I needed to know with
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because that's like you're internalizing something that is useful and you understand it so you can use it again. Whereas I don't know how to draw the mouth. I'm not going to look at reference. I'm going to just keep doing it wrong. Yeah. Like, and I'm not saying that your style is wrong, but if you don't understand the anatomy you're trying to break or like interpret into your style, it's going to look weird. Yeah. Like it's going to look weird. Some things you'll figure out and it'll look good. But, you know, most artists struggling, I think I would say that the art that you're producing isn't pleasing in the way that you would like it to be. And that's why a point of reference to kind of always like we say, you keep moving the goalpost. Yeah. Like you need a goalpost. Like, because I think without it, you're just like me early, just drawing the same shit. Like you're regurgitating the same stuff and hating the way it looks. And like, it's always the same because you're doing nothing different.
Yeah, you're drawing the same.
You're doing the same thing. It's going to look the same. Like that's how it works. What do you
fucking expect? Yeah.
Yeah, and I think we all get stuck in that. Like I can do it to this day. Like I notice when like last week when the office or the week before went to Spain and I was left here working on my own. So many times I just like I get stuck in my way because you know like we don't have feedback. Like I just sit and watch my own work all day, and then eventually I'm just doing the same thing. You know, like you need like an input, whether it's an image or something. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna trace something. And then as soon as I traced like half an image, I was like, fuck this. And then like my idea is just as soon as I understood like a part of, I don't even remember what the fuck I was tracing. I think it was just like I don't really remember. Fuck. Yeah. Well, it was something cowboy-esque. But it just helped so much. Like, and it just like gets you out of your own head. And then that led into more things. And like today, I just like blarp, 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 just spat out things, you know, like copy paste my own work and then paint over it and just move it around. And you know, I drew like a wooden plank. I drew like a banner with fire. Like I just like, but just like the ball. Yeah. And I haven't done that in forever. Yeah.
It's such a great feeling.
It's such a great feeling. And then I had so many layers. I was like, I don't even know what my layers are anymore. Like I've created so many things. So I was like, where is the thing? I haven't named anything because I was in a flow state. So I just like, fuck naming layers. Yeah. I'm just going to draw, make new layers.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Dude, it is the best feeling. Yeah. I love it. And I love the shortcuts and stuff like when you're on the computer now that I'm getting slowly back into Wacom because I'm so disconnected from Wacom.
I actually was thinking of that just before we started. Like I should just reconnect my Intuos and draw this, the t-shirt design that I'm working on. Just on go Wacom. Yeah.
Oh, dude,
it's been ages.
It's such a disconnect for me right now. Like the shortcuts and everything is fine, and I love using it when photo editing. Yeah. But drawing, the precision on the iPad is so perfect because I just put my hand somewhere and that's where it is. Yeah. Whereas on the Wacom now, it's like I draw in front of me, but I'm looking straight ahead, and that has become a disconnect now. So I'm getting back to it now. I'm very comfortable now, but
I can't even remember the last time I did that. So
exactly.
That's but it might also be that sort of jolt in the ass that I need to just reawaken whatever I lost, I guess. But yeah, I just thought of it today because I know exactly where the Intuos 4 is. I just need to get Photoshop, I guess, which is, is it worth it? I don't know.
I love Photoshop. Like people can
too, but like, now I need to pay for it.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, that's not as nice. But if you get money for it, it's fine. Yeah. Like now work pays for mine, so I don't care. But I love, like, if I quit this job, I'm gonna buy the full license immediately because it is the fucking best.
It is.
And I love that Photoshop now is so well rounded that, like, photography as well, like, I don't need Lightroom. They've taken that part and thrown it into like something they call camera Camera Raw, I think, on, and it's just like their own plugin.
Okay.
So it is basically Lightroom.
So they have another Lightroom?
Yes.
So they have two Lightrooms then.
Yeah, but it's for people that hate Lightroom.
What
basically.
the fuck?
It is the best.
That's so unnecessary.
No, it is the best because Lightroom has a way of cataloging images. Mm-hmm. So it's all like in a super hard to understand sort of system.
Yeah.
That is so like when I save stuff, for projects, I have them on like a Dropbox folder and I just want them there. I don't want Photoshop to do any of that for me. I'll put them in the right place. I'll have them there. I'll work for my projects, in those folders, and then they'll sync, and it's perfect, and it's all great.
And you know exactly where it is and what it is.
Exactly, and there is no can't connect to this place, blah, 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 that Lightroom gets. And I'm just like, I don't need any of that. Like, I just open my raw photos, for example, and they open up in Photoshop Raw, or Camera Raw, I don't know what the fuck it's called, and then you can just, by holding down Shift, it changes the buttons at the bottom. So instead of like done, it says like turn into object or something, and then it turns it into a smart object and opens up Photoshop like immediately. So you're like, you go from the Photoshop Camera Raw straight into Photoshop. There, it's so seamless, and you can just do your edits there.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so
I've never heard of this.
Yeah, it's so fucking good.
Is it super new, or has it been like
no, it's just gotten better.
Okay.
They just improved Camera Raw. So Camera Raw has been out, I don't know for how long, but they just did a recent update that got more features from Lightroom into it, and now it is like it has everything that I need to make my photos look awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, and what I want to get to with all this fucking talking is that you all just need to take a step back, because you're being distracted by social media, and you're being distracted by what people want to see, or what you've gotten sort of like love for, again, on social media.
And what you think people want to see.
Yeah,
also.
Fuck all that, because that's only going to kill you creatively.
Yeah.
It's not going to be fun. Like, I got that with the ink stuff for a while. When I started with the link stuff, it was super fun. I got so much, like attention, but at some point it gets boring.
You just named it L Ink.
No, but there was a thing called Inktober that I thought I made it up, but I did not, apparently, again. Original.
When do we ever do anything original?
Yeah. So it was just like, draw for you. Yeah. Always draw for you. Don't finish anything for social media. Unless that was the plan, like I'm going to make a piece for social media, that's fine. That's different. But if every piece you ever create is all about pleasing algorithms or people that follow you, art is going to suck so many dicks that you're going to have bags full of it.
Yeah. Which is where that's where we are.
Yeah.
And always happen. No, but seriously, like, thinking back, most of the recent images that I've done have been exactly that. I even have the format on the iPad for like the portrait of Instagram, like that format. I just click that and I do something just for the gram. And that's been the only motivating thing that I've done in the recent, I don't know what. And that's just killed all of my creativity.
Yeah.
Because why? Why do I do it? Like, what's it for? Then I post it and then it's gone, and it's like, what am I left with?
Yeah.
Another shitty file on my iPad that's not going to do me any favors at all.
Yeah.
Like, it got me 60 likes. Like, congratulations, you still suck. Like, that's what it always got back to. No matter how many likes I got, it always went back to like, well, what was that for?
I can tell you that even with 97,000 likes on one image, the only thing it does, it just ups the ante. Yeah. So 45,000 doesn't feel as good.
Yeah.
So
that's insane.
So I think one of my images, I think it got like 97,000 likes on the second Inktober that I finished.
You know what made me feel good?
No.
Comic-Con last year, selling out my poster.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Like standing there, looking at people, talking to people, signing the poster in front of people, seeing how happy they were.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
That
Instagram is not reality.
No.
It's a curated fucking, platform.
Plus I got money.
Yes, and you got money for it. Yeah, yes. You didn't just sign a poster.
Yeah. No, but just like interacting with actual people.
But that's what I'm saying. Yes. Like Instagram isn't a reflection that like of your art level or like that people are enjoying it or not, unfortunately. And I think like it's really important to create for you because then eventually that'll show that you are a fun creator to follow because you enjoy your work. Yeah. I follow this guy, I think he's called like Shaquan. He does backflips. And every time he lands one, he gets like, yeah! He gets so excited. And at first I was like, oh, that's fun. But then I kept looking at some videos and I was like,
it's the
same level of excitement because he works so hard at these tricks, and then when he actually lands them, and he does a lot of Demon Slayer stuff as well.
Oh, cool.
Where he has like the robe on and like a wooden sword and he does the flip and then just lands in the Demon Slayer thing.
Cool.
So good. And it's always fun because there's this like energy to him. And you can see that when he lands a trick, even now after like years, he still enjoys like when you land the trick. And that is what I kind of want people to do as well. Yeah. Create for you.
Land the trick.
Land the fucking trick, exactly. Yeah. Just work at it because it's going to be satisfying. Like if I give you an iPad or if you save up the money and then within a year you buy the iPad, that iPad is going to be way more important to you than the one I gave you for free for no effort. You're probably not even going to draw on the motherfucker.
Oh, exactly.
You know what I mean? Because there was no effort. Like the effort is what's going to get you there and enjoy it. And I always say like being an artist is so fucked. You spend so much time and effort doing a thing you love. And then when it's done, you're like, this is shit. But you got to enjoy the making of it. And I realized that me as a person and then knowing you're crazy is that I really like walking, like, and I kind of see the parallel here is like, I like to walk a lot. No, you're just going to make me forget because I'm tired.
I'm walking.
Fuck. I'm trying to get to a thing, you son of a bitch.
Sorry.
Don't lose it. I really enjoy walking. I don't really like getting to where I'm going. You know what I mean? Like it's the walking. Yeah, it's the walking here. That's the nice part.
Sorry,
it's the walking here that I enjoy. No, but it's like you got to make it about something else than the final piece. Because like I did my first Inktober.
Where are you going?
Yeah,
it's falling in love with the process. It's the actual sitting there and
the different parts.
Grind.
Yeah, the different parts of making it. Like the image that I showed you, that like I'm too close to it to enjoy it. Maybe I'll like it later because sometimes that happens as well. Like this wasn't as bad as I remember because you forget the like whatever the fuck you built up in your head.
Yeah, and it's also where you are
right now.
Head.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course.
So I made this image, like the first of Inktober is done, and I have another few days to enjoy it.
You're so ahead.
1 day ahead.
Yeah,
and the beauty of this is that I enjoyed everything about the making of it. I even fucking recorded the whole thing. I hated the image at the end, but that doesn't matter to me because it is about making all of Inktober.
Yeah.
And as a whole, it's going to be awesome. It's the same thing with like last year's Inktober's. Did I enjoy all of them or like were they all great? No. Thank you for buying them anyway. But they weren't all great.
No.
But like some of them.
Also to you, like to anybody else looking.
Oh yeah.
They are all
and
great.
that's the nice little thing as well is like they're not nice to me because they're not like meeting an expectation that I've set out.
Yeah.
But I think that expectation is, again, that goalpost that we told you. Take something that you enjoy and try to reach that level. Because if you have nothing to compare yourself to, and I'm not talking about compare your life to other people, but if you don't have anything to strive for, you're not going to become better. And that's why a lot of the pieces from last year, you know, I've become a better artist since then.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the inking because I haven't done any, but I see differently now, you know.
But I think also taking a break from something for a longer period of time
makes you suck at it.
Will make you kind of better at it because you'll see it in a different perspective.
Yeah,
now.
and also you forget some stuff and you also realize what has been internalized, which is also good.
Also good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so I think it's always really good to take a break, not for too long, of course.
Not a year,
You will forget. Muscle memory will disappear, I guess.
To some stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's still going to be there. And as soon as you start going, it's going to get back really
You know
quick.
what the best part was yesterday, though?
No.
Ooh, I love this part. That was the best part.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When
it was just like, I just like, I did the whole inking. I did all the stuff. And then I got to like, I'm going to just like put some gray on with the Copic. And it was so satisfying.
Yeah.
Just like little stuff.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. And it was just little things that you don't even see them. Like once you've like, but it was just like, it was so nice. It was just like coming home.
Me, I was sitting there, I was starting sketching this awesome t-shirt design. I was like getting into it and then, and then.
So that was Santa. So what happened to the baby?
And then like calmed the baby down, sat down again, started drawing, and then started getting into it, and like yeah, and on it went.
Did you have like when the Kraken woke up?
Yeah, I think I will from now on.
Just make it into an adventure.
That's pretty much my life now.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, so I get like these small increments of focus time, which is
if you can utilize them, you will be awesome. But I struggled hard with those fuckers.
But I'm so good at procrastinating, and now it's just like it's gone overboard.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to take on a little bit more work, because I need to break this mold.
Yeah.
I need
fire up the ass.
Yeah, I need to just like smack myself on the mouth and just work.
But I think that's a good thing as well. Just having deadlines, even if they aren't like real deadlines, have something that
pushes you
to finish stuff before a certain date.
Yeah.
Let's say you're not going to buy Christmas cards this year.
No.
You'll have to make them. Mm-hmm. So it is whatever the fuck the month is, Monday.
It's still September.
So it's Monday.
Yeah.
Monday, September sometime.
Yeah, it's not Christmas.
Yeah. But I'm just, it's sometime before Christmas. And I'm that aware at least. And but it's a great example. Just like any type of fucking date.
Yeah.
That'll push you to create something. So you need to make 4 Christmas cards. That's a perfect fucking thing. And at least it'll push you to create something, first of all. And then you can kind of align it with something you need to learn. Maybe if you suck at thumbnailing.
Dude, that's actually a great idea for Comic-Con.
Christmas cards?
Yeah.
That is actually a great idea for Comic-Con.
Yeah. Because it's like close to Christmas.
It is. Yeah. Just having some nerdy Christmas cards.
Dude.
Son. Yeah. Not going to do that.
Yeah. Same. But you're welcome, Maddie.
Very cool. Very cool. Oh, man. But yeah, but stuff like that at least. Just to kind of get you doing things.
Yeah.
Because I think, no one else can motivate you, and we can't motivate you. Like maybe if
yes, we can.
No, but I mean, like if you're a first-time listener, yeah, sure, you'll get some energy, and that's where like using the momentum of like if you listen for the first time and you're like, oh, these guys are really inspiring. as you know, like you keep telling us sometimes.
Yeah, we don't believe you.
We don't believe you, but it's been said.
Yeah,
utilize that time. Don't sit on that energy and not utilize it, because we have an episode on that as well. If you go back, I don't remember what it's called, but it's probably use momentum something art. But listen to that episode. Like, utilize whatever energy you're getting. It doesn't have to be from us. It doesn't have to be from art. It's just like you watched a good movie and you feel like creating. Create immediately.
Yes.
Utilize that. Draw hands, eyes, the other eye. Yeah. You know, however the fuck, whatever you need to improve on.
Yeah.
Learn stuff from other people, like how Proco breaks down the head, or how some other guy on YouTube that I can't think of right now
breaks a head.
Yeah. Exactly. UFC. No, but just like find these shortcuts that make you a better artist, but also makes you kind of understand what it is you need to be successful in the thing that you are, you know, like striving to be awesome at.
And also what makes you love the craft.
Yeah.
What makes you still go back to it even after all of the girls or men or both that come into your life? Like, if you are like us two idiots still doing this so many years after
with
puberty,
a passion, yeah.
with a passion,
yeah,
like just embrace that. Keep at it for as long as you can, because one day you're going to be stuck there and you're not going to want to do it anymore.
Yeah, if you keep failing and never feeding into the like what it could have been, like if you never improve beyond your current level that gets you nowhere, like you're gonna get tired of like failing. You can only fail for so long before it gets tedious, you know, and you can't struggle with something all your life, or you can, and some people do, and that sucks. But I don't want any of you to feel that. You know what I mean? Like, so if you want to get better, find out what it is you need. Find your goalpost, whatever is going to sort of drive you to keep, like, I need to attain this level. It doesn't have to be this style, but this level of art is where I'm going.
Yeah.
And I think Adam, that's been on the show, Adam Forange, Torn. But he's the perfect example. Like, Adam showed us work that looked like hot garbage, and then, you know, now he's better than us.
Yeah.
Like, I would say that as a concept artist, when it comes to backgrounds, like, he R. Kelly's us. He just pees all over us. Like, it just melts away.
I do feel like a 14-year-old little boy.
Yeah. No, but Adam's work is like, why are you opening your mouth? Shh.
Oh, that was more like a 12-year-old. Sorry.
That is fuck. Do you need like a bigger machine to dig your own grave?
Yes.
Get some heavy machines here to help you dig. Jesus Christ.
You dig?
You dig?
Sorry.
Doesn't stop digging.
Yes. Sorry. No, Adam.
But Adam is very impressive. Like, because the stuff Adam showed us in the beginning, like, it's so different. Like his improvement journey is so fucking huge.
Yeah.
And that's because he took on a lot of art challenges that was created by the background artist community, you know, like.
But also, he found his kind of niche.
I know.
And he really just went for it.
Yeah. He said, like, okay, characters, I'm not that good at, you know, but I can make backgrounds, because he's genuinely interested in backgrounds in all varieties. And, like, I'm so impressed with that kid. Yeah. Like,
and if you're listening and you haven't heard that episode, go back and listen to our little talk with little Adam.
Yeah, Adam, not the son of Eternia, but Adam Forange Torn.
Yes, amazing dude, amazing artist, and
just check his work on Twitter or Instagram, like wherever. I think it's better on Twitter. I think, but it doesn't matter.
The better format.
Yeah, but just look at it. It's so good.
Yeah,
especially his later stuff, like.
Plus, he's one of those dudes that will actually talk to you if you ask him stuff.
Yeah.
Like, he's not going to be a douchebag and ignore you.
But again, like, he found a way to motivate himself to become better. He found a community. He found us. He made a thing. Like, he made a hashtag where, you know, he just, like, took different hashtags around this community and just made prompts. Like, okay, share all your artwork, all your backgrounds that have the color blue in them, like, dominantly. And people just post. Like, he just built this community. It's such a cool thing.
No.
And he wasn't the best artist. Now he's really good. And it's so cool to see that you don't have, like, again, you don't have to be the best. You just have to have that energy, that drive to improve, and to have, you know, like, I want to be this good, like, for you. You don't even have to show anyone what the fuck it is you're attaining. It can be so far away from where you are. But if you aim to be that good, you will get that good at some point or better.
Yeah.
You just need to have, like, something to keep your, like...
A carrot.
Yeah, exactly. A carrot. Because it comes with training as well. If you, like, I can train now without goals because I'm old. But I had goals, you know. At some point, I had goals. I needed to run a certain amount of time, a certain distance at a certain amount of time. That's a carrot. That's a goalpost that I need to reach. Once I've reached that, I have to move it.
It is attainable.
It is attainable, but I'm not at that skill. You know what I mean? When I hear people like, oh, they can run this long, like this fast on like this distance, I'm like, what? I'm like so far behind that. But then you work at it and you get there and you're like, oh, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Like the 100 pull-ups, like to do 100 pull-ups for me is nothing. I don't do them in one go, but I can, you know, like I'll throw them out like 20, you know, 15, like at a time and just like get to the 100. And I thought that was hard at some point. And now it's like, oh, that's just like, I can do that while I do other shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can build everything up as long as you have, like, okay, this is what I want to achieve. You're not going to achieve it immediately. Sometimes you do, if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But most times you just work at it a little at a time and you get closer and closer. And sometimes you even surpass it.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, shit, what? You know, like,
I'm here.
Yeah, dude, I did 225, like, pull-ups in like a session, and I was like, oh shit, I've gotten really good at pull-ups.
Wow.
Yeah, but that was at my peak, you know. But that was like, I was gonna do 100, you know. But then I did 100. I started doing them in 20s or 25s and 30s at a time, and you know, like, I just did a lot of them, and the recovery rate was so high that I just like, oh shit, I've done 235.
That's insane. That's fucking insane.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not insane if you worked at it. For me, it just like, oh shit, I'm really strong now, without ever, you know, thinking about it because I was doing them every day.
Yeah, you were just there.
Yeah. So I think it's just about, showing up and doing the work with a predetermined end sort of like, you need something.
Yeah, that goalpost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the best thing about the goalpost is that it keeps getting moved. The more you improve, like your eye gets a bit more trained.
It's like, oh, it wasn't that close.
It wasn't that close. Yeah,
it's a little bit further.
You switch the reference to something that you perceive as better or more inspiring, but at least you still have something. You'll never reach that goalpost
because you have daddy issues.
Exactly,
he's never gonna like you. So
here's a goalpost.
There, that goalpost just goes. Yeah,
maybe
daddy,
a goalpost.
No.
Worst analogy. Yeah, so whatever your analogy is, have something to aim for is, I guess, the thing.
I've just realized I have daddy issues.
Yeah.
Big time. Like, I always need to impress my dad in some way.
Yeah.
And he's always impressed with everything I do, but I don't believe him.
Yeah.
So whatever I do is never good enough, but it's always good enough.
So you've gotten to the point where you can actually impress him, but you don't believe it. Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, I don't believe it.
Yeah. No, but it's like you said, like it's getting a compliment from someone you live with. You don't believe it. Like it carries no weight. But a stranger on a train could look at you and you feel it in your body. You're like, I look good today, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. I hate standing in line. And it is so strange, dude. It is so strange.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. It really is.
But it's
Yeah.
it applies.
It's very sad.
It's no, but it is sad. But of course, the people close to you are gonna. Yeah, that's what's sad. This is how it reminds me. Oh, how sad this really is.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Look at this photograph. Yeah. Are we done with this?
Yeah, I think so.
Or
but I would just like closing words is look at your art. Look at where you want to go, and do that today. Like as you listen to this, open Instagram, your Pinterest board,
scroll
whatever the fuck it is. Grab one image that represents everything you want to achieve as an artist and work towards that. Have that image be your mantra, your whatever the fuck, your Om, yeah, exactly. Your unagi, your goose fraba, your all of them does not apply at all. But none of that makes sense. But just grab that image, save it on your phone, fine. Fine.
Jag
Screenshot.
Och så börjar vi prata svenska istället.
Ja.
Så bara så fan spara den där jäveln och så sätter du den där, så tittar du på den varje dag, vet du.
I love that you do that really disgusting Swedish voice as well.
Yeah, I know.
Like, that they do like theatrical, like in movies, you know, like it's so
the Stockholm Swedish.
Stockholm Swedish, yes.
För fan, vet du.
Sitter han där med backslick. But yeah, save that image.
Print it out,
do whatever the fuck, have it in your wallet, you know, I don't know, laminate it, shove it up your ass. Like, just have the image and then work towards that, you know. And then you're going to figure out, like, do you need anatomy? Then study anatomy to be able to achieve it. Is it learning perspective and shit to be able to achieve that? Start small and, you know, cubes and stuff, and then work your way up to, like, whatever the fuck it is you're looking at.
Yeah, it's not copying the image.
It's achieving the level.
That level, exactly.
The level of polish, the level of
understanding the art.
Yeah.
Like, how do you, like, you should be able to see that image in 3D. You should be able to understand every piece of the anatomy within that character, if it is a character, or that part of the tree, or whatever the fuck it is that you want to achieve. The smallest pixel of that image, you need to understand the foundation of how that was built.
Exactly.
That is the craft. That is the amazing part of doing what we do. It's that getting lost in the craft and just sitting there and understanding, that's how that tree is made. Like, but if I twist the tree that way, it's going to look this way, and that's going to look so much cooler. And just like, I'm already getting fueled just by talking about it.
And that's what I'm saying. And also, if you can share that journey with a friend or a community online, and the thing is, you can just reach out to people at your level and just like, I'm really fucking motivated because these guys on the Sketch for Cures podcast had this stupid, like, incohesive thing about becoming better.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And now I'm going to become better. And would like if you joined me on this journey. But what I'm going to say to that is, though, so long, is that don't make their journey your journey. So if they stop, your journey does not stop. You know what I mean? Just keep inviting people in, whether that's like a Discord or, whatever, however you want to set that up for you, do it. And then just share your art with a couple of people back and forth, draw over each other's work, like talk to each other, try to learn from each other and try to kind of just get better. Because I think a lot of years I didn't have that. Like I was aimlessly copying stuff that I thought was cool.
Yeah.
But I wasn't learning anything. As soon as I went back to my own shit, I just did the same thing. Yeah, it was the same. Yeah. So try to improve. If you can't draw hands, draw hands. If you can't draw fucking the other eye, draw the other fucking eye. Learn what you need to, what kind of structuring you need to do to be able to draw both eyes of a face.
Yeah.
There's a logic to it that can be simplified. You don't have to draw it like super complicated like Proco does. Like you don't have to go down to like skeleton level and start from the inside and go out. there are ways to break it down that make sense, and that's enough.
And I think one of the most important parts of all of this babble is trying to enjoy that journey to the other eye.
Yeah.
How do you still enjoy doing it? For us, it was sitting in a room watching stupid animated movies or stupid movies for hours on end. One time being like, we're just going to try to stay awake for as long as we can. And
that turned out great.
Yeah.
It's like this episode.
Exactly. But just like constantly drawing. That was always the core of what we did.
I wish we had the focus like we do now, that the understanding, I would say.
And put it in.
Yeah, put it in there. That would be cool.
Yeah. Like, where would we be?
Yep.
We would have had our own business. Like, probably.
Like the way that we do have our own businesses.
Kind of.
But yeah, different.
But better.
But better.
And more money.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I'm still always so thankful for that time and having you with me, making me focus the way that I did, and well, hopefully just.
Do you know what the best part is? We're still sitting the way that we did back then.
We're not watching the stupid movies.
No, we're not watching the stupid movies because we have to talk.
We have to do this.
Yeah.
But we don't have to do it.
No. But I just mean like this is basically the
grown-up version.
The grown-up version of what we used to do.
It's still that.
It's like the babble without the watching.
Yeah, it is.
And we did try to draw while we did this, but we both get very introverted as soon as like pen touches paper. Exactly. You're like, get quiet.
Exactly. It works better in a coffee shop.
Yeah, it does, because then it's fine.
Yeah.
You're not entertaining anyone.
No.
Except you're not everyone. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we do. I still really think we need like a weekend. Like,
yeah, that would be fun.
Go back to high school stupid years and just sit there in our farts and draw stupid shit, watch those same stupid movies.
Yeah, just go
back just to see how that is.
Go back with Joe Black. No. What was his name? Joe Blow. God damn it! I thought it was fuck. Never mind. My brain ran with the joke. And
you know what?
Forget
it.
Forget about it. And moving on. Good luck with your art, motherfuckers. You suck. But not for long.
Do you have any tools? You've actually... But you have initiated Inktober.
Yes, it is official.
And I still...
You're not going to do it.
No, I'm pretty... I was actually motivated to start one, but I do have a lot of work to do now, and I need to be real. I'm not going to be able to make it. I am not doing Inktober this year.
Yeah.
It feels really, really sad, and that's the wrong one, and that's the one.
That's sad.
They kind of work the same way, but yeah. So no Inktober for me. I'm just going to try to stay afloat.
You're doing NoTober?
NoTober, yeah. I have all 10 toes, so.
No.
But you did. Yes.
Yes.
A little late. You did your first Inktober.
Yep, I'm ahead, bitch.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you want to save it?
No. I did my first Inktober.
You did your
I'm
first
done,
Inktober.
bitches.
Yeah.
We'll see if life will stay uncomplicated for the future and stress levels low, because I'm feeling the stress in my gut, and that's always a good sign. But if I manage to kind of,
stay afloat,
I will do more of these. But it felt good, but it took way longer than I expected it to take.
Yeah.
And it was super simple, and it still took way too long to make.
Did you do anything different now than last year? Or is it pretty much the exact same?
Dude, it's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I skipped on sketching a bit. I put down like the composition.
Yeah.
And then since gargoyles is the theme of this one, I was like, I'm just gonna ink them. I should have sketched them first because they're horrible. But they work. Like I'm gonna give them as that much, but I hate them so much. It is the part of the drawing that I hate the most, but it is also who cares.
So you, no.
No, so I tried to speed it up by not sketching as much and just winging it, which can also mess up the whole piece. So I don't know what I'm saving, but I don't know. I just I try to go faster, but I'm a bit rusty. And also, like, I still miss my old paper because the old paper would kind of force me to work to get the ink out a bit. You know, like it would drag more, like it would get scratchier. And this one, it kind of just like blart, like the ink just flows out. And it doesn't give me the same textures as fast.
And this is Strathmore?
This is Strathmore. So it's a nice paper. Like, it is really nice, but I miss the old paper because the ink looked darker on it. It's still dark enough. It's fine. If you're not doing like a direct comparison, but I just miss the texture of the old paper. And I don't I have a sketch. Yeah, and I have a sketchbook with the paper, so I'm fine in that way. But I can't do anything when I put them in a sketchbook. So going with the paper that I have and just making the best of it, and adding some of the texture with a smaller brush or like the tip of the pen. But it's still like it bleeds a little more than I'm comfortable with as well.
Yeah.
Like on
because I saw when you flipped pages.
Yeah,
it's bled through.
But I just mean like it's like not bleeding through. I don't care about that, but it's the bleeding of the spreading of the ink.
Yeah, it's not staying in.
For the really thin lines, they don't get as thin as they did on the purpose one. The thing is, they're thin. Like they don't really spread. It's just the ink flow is accepted here.
But it's also annoying that it's not doing exactly what you want it to.
That's the thing. I'm used to working in a certain way.
And we're talking micro millimeters here. Like
yes, and it makes a difference. It does make a difference when you're doing a lot of small hatches, and they all just like grow together. They kind of And also, it takes a while for this paper to soak the ink or soak it up.
Oh, so you
I smudge. Yeah,
Fuck.
I've already done it outside of the frame.
Damn it.
Which isn't a problem, but it's frustrating.
It just looks dirty and it,
And Purpose didn't do that. Like, it soaked it up immediately, which kind of drinks more ink.
Yeah.
But I like it more because the smudge would be less. Yeah. And like I could go over a place faster because the ink had already dried there fast.
Gotcha.
And and like I said, on the Purpose paper, every liner is a bit thinner. So you if you go with like the 003, like
you wouldn't see
you wouldn't even see it. No, and it's a perfect sketch pen then. You know, like you can do like some small markings if you need them.
Yeah.
Same thing with like a 01. Like it's still like very thin on this paper. So I kind of I miss that because it also did the same with the Pilot pen.
Yeah.
Like it would like reduce the amount of ink.
You just need to draw faster. That's
I know.
Just like
you know what happens when you draw faster? There are like my images have gotten a bit more complex.
Yeah.
And once I draw over with black, I can never go back with the white on top of it.
Yeah.
So I need to kind of just like plan all the white stuff now in advance in my head.
Why don't you start with the white?
I do.
Oh, you do?
That's what I do. That's what I mean. Like I plan them out and then I start inking them to a certain extent where I think like I'm not going to go wider than this.
Yeah.
And then I start inking the other stuff around it. So like Ulpa is the first thing I inked around her. Yeah. Like the big...
You build her...
Yeah, I build her up and then I start inking everything around her and then I adapt the blacks around the white. But again, you know, sometimes you forget and I forgot to switch to another ink. Like the side of the rock that's facing the moon.
Yeah.
I usually use a different pen for the edges of rocks that can be covered with the white.
Yeah.
So that I can do like this, like hard-hitting light on the rocks. But this time I forgot, so I've done black on that side, which is but you know, you find ways to work around it, and that's always how I do it. Yeah. I always make those mistakes. But it's a lot of thinking, and since I started shading and doing stuff like that as well with Copics and stuff, it's just like the complexity has grown, so I can't just black them out, you know, like I used to. And I don't want to because they look so flat. Now that I go back and like, oh, but I did this one. It's pretty cool. And you're like, ugh, no. Okay, never do it like that again. So it is a lot of fun. And again, I'm trying to study up on people that are actually good with ink, in a way where they take a bit more time and not stress for Inktober.
Yeah.
And they have this like cast light and shadow, and like they plan their pieces so that the white characters in the black area of the image and just like stuff like that. And it's so dynamic, and I'm failing at that part, but trying to learn from it and try to incorporate it in my images now. Try to work with that like smart way of using light and dark,
Yeah.
So we'll see where it sort of like a lot of my images this year feel like the same image because.
Yeah, but it's that goalpost.
Yeah.
Like it's good that you're actually actively going in, checking out other people that are more advanced with the inking.
Yeah.
And trying to set your next goalpost. Like that's...
but it's fun. It's fun to see those. I just like I miss the control that I had with the previous.
Do you find it harder to motivate that now?
No.
Than
like
before?
I'm so excited to try it out, but I
you just can't hide it.
Yeah. And I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. I don't know.
Who we?
Yeah. but it's a lot of fun, and like again, try to like use your like if you're doing a challenge, use the opportunity to study up on some stuff as well. It doesn't have to be like advanced stuff. Like my sort of method for Inktober or ink in general was just like introduce one new element. On this image, it was a fence. And it's not even a great fence because I needed to kind of like not make it stand out too much, so that it looks wonky ass, because that's what's going to happen with this pen. So I just like, okay, I need to like incorporate a fence somehow in this image and just make it look nice enough.
Which you did. And I'm also impressed that you didn't go in with the Copics on the fence.
No.
Because automatically that's what I would have done.
Oh, you mean like as a sketching out the...
To make,
no.
Just to do the full fence with Copics, because you have that as one of your midtones in the image.
That's why I didn't do it.
Yeah. And that's interesting. Like, and as I told you, like the more you look at it, kind of, you just see more and more the complexity of the image, whereas you just made a fence.
I hate it.
But when I look at it, I'm like, dude, it's really cool
so
because
flat.
it really makes that thing look like that. Like, I'm not going to spoil it for people because they're going to see it soon. But I really I think, again, you're shitting on yourself a little too much, which we do. It's a solid piece. It's still one of your really good ink pieces. So
thank you.
Stop shitting on yourself. Just keep going.
I had a lot of fun with it. I'm going to say that.
That's the only thing you need to focus on.
And that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah. So just keep at it. I mean, this is 1 out of 30.
31.
1.
Yeah, it's the worst.
You still got 30. Have fun with it, man.
Yeah,
I
will try.
Keep doing it. Have fun with it.
The next one is fun.
Yeah. Which one's the next one?
Scurry.
So they're going to be in a hurry, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, I was actually thinking of doing just the first one because I love gargoyles. And it'd be cool doing something with Skullboy and a gargoyle
that would
in some way. But like what stopped me was that I didn't think of a story. Because obviously the last Inktober was just all about story, and that motivated the drawing. But now it was like, I just want to draw a Skullboy with gargoyles. And then it's like, but why? And how would that happen? And
I have a lot of ideas just because you said it.
Of course. But yeah, but I would like to do like more serious ink drawings just in general, because I do miss that. Just like the way I love tattooing is just focusing on line work and building lines and doing like that precision. And it's the process of that. It's magical. I love it. And I really, really miss it. But I never have any good inspiration for any cool images to do, or like I never do it.
I want to go more realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to do more the, like really old school, what are they called? Like wood carving stuff, like from old Bible images.
Oh,
and
etchings,
stuff.
like those, like
like proper, like it's amazing.
What are they called, etchings? Well, I don't remember, but yeah.
Wood carvings stuff, or copper plate carving, all that stuff. It's amazing. Like the amount of detail they get into that stuff in that time, doing it that way, and you can't even reproduce that today with an iPad.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. Yeah.
Crazy cool.
Crazy cool. That too. Like Daddy. Daddy cool.
Daddy cool.
Yeah, sorry.
Just no.
Yeah, just had to.
Are
we done with tools?
Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah.
Hey, do cool things. Goodbye.
We're back.
We're back. So back.
So back.
Dr.
I got
So back.
you. Wow. Oh, my neck is fucked from baby.
Yeah, my neck is fucked because
Did you get that?
it's fucked.
Like, because you're holding baby and you can't stop looking at baby. So.
I don't remember any of this. I'm stronger.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, I just keep like looking down at the baby face and realizing that it's gone like half an hour. And
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I have not had that. But I've had
she's got a pretty face.
Pretty face.
But yeah, retro.
Retro time. Cool sounds.
And you've seen so many things, I've heard.
Yes, I've seen exactly zero zilch. I have nothing.
What's that? Zero zilch? Is
Zero zilch, yeah. That's a new
show?
0-0. Show 0-0. I've seen nothing.
You must have seen something.
I've seen nothing.
Awesome.
I have not looked. Like, I've only worked. I've only done work and stuff at home. Yes, that has been life. Life is meaningless. It's all pointless.
I wanted the chirp. So, but yeah.
Okay.
I keep.
But that one is correct.
Yes, it felt good.
No, I haven't seen anything. Last time I saw something that I remember is the stuff I talked about last time.
Awesome, cool. You promised to watch Cobra Kai.
Yes, and I have, of course, not done that because life feels upside down and everything feels pointless.
Yeah.
So watching things right now is meaningless. That's the vibe I have.
But sometimes watching stuff will give you meaning. Like, seriously. That's how it works for me, at least.
No,
I get really inspired from watching different things. It could be just an old movie, and then I remember something from back in the day, and that brings me back into whatever. Like, which is why I do love the entertainment business in that way, because it just means so much more than just watching something.
I should just talk podcasts. I've listened to a million podcasts.
You have anything to recommend?
No.
Okay. Awesome.
No, I do. I do actually have one.
Joe Rogan, you heard of it?
Yeah, Joe Rogan, if anyone has.
Oh, Rogaine, I mean.
Rogaine, yeah. If you're losing your hair, Joe Rogaine. No, but I do have a podcast. Yeah, called You Are a Storyteller. I think Becker.
Yep, I think you've mentioned it before as well.
Yeah, maybe I did. But it's really nice. Like, he has a nice way of talking about telling stories, and every episode is like cohesive. And it was Becker, I think, on the forums that
promoted it.
Yeah, or suggested it.
Yeah. Or maybe
so that one I really do recommend. But I must also recommend my all-time favorite podcast, The Bonfire, with two comedians. And I probably have, but it's Big J Okerson and Dan Soder. Like, I laugh. They do the voices, they do all the stuff. I think I've talked about this, but I'm too tired to remember. So here it goes again. But The Bonfire is sort of like they have this radio show on some fucking platform in the US that I don't care about promoting, so I'm not going to mention it. But they have taken the best parts of that and made it into like a 45-minute episode on Spotify that you can listen to. And they just make fun of everything that is sort of current and non-current. And the staff, everyone that works there, they're so much fun. So I can really recommend it if you need to kind of clear your head and just listen to dum-dums, like this show. But dumb.
If you're tired of listening to this
dumb. Show, yeah, exactly. There's a dumber podcast out there. They're really good. Yeah. Dum dish. Exactly.
Yeah.
But I do really recommend it.
Cool.
The bonfire. Yeah. And you are a storyteller if you want to do more stories like Robert.
Yeah. Because I remember Becker writing it, and that's probably where I remember it from, not you. So, yeah. Fuck you, dude.
Oh, yeah, by the way. And we were going to have a Tay here this week.
Yeah.
That episode is happening next week, friends.
Yeah.
And maybe we didn't talk about it, and then fuck
cliffhanger. So we do. We're doing it the next Netflix way.
Flexwix.
And speaking of Flexwix, yeah. Now I've actually only seen Flexwix shows, and they're surprisingly good. I've got to say. What are you doing? Yay!
I don't know if that's good.
You did a thing. But I finished Cyberpunk Edge Runners, the show.
Edge Runners.
And I think everybody thinks the same way about the show as I did. You look at it and you're like, oh, they're just trying to do like a cash grab thing of Cyberpunk, or they're trying to get you back into Cyberpunk. Yeah. Started watching it. In the previous episode, I think I'd seen 3 episodes, and it was good. Like, I didn't hate it. But then I kept watching it, and I could not stop. So there was an emotional hook. It's still, like, the animation is still like, yeah, well, yeah. You know, it is what it is. But it's not bad. It's good. And the story just keeps getting better. And there's just something there that made me love it. And towards the end of it, I really, really loved it. And actually, towards the end of it, I'm like, damn, I actually think I need to play Cyberpunk 2077.
I can recommend it. It's actually a lot of fun. Like, no matter what people have said, I enjoyed all of it.
And now they've patched it. And patched it and patched it. So now apparently it's still, or not still. Now
it's Apache.
It's working. Yeah. Geronimo. No. Maybe he wasn't Apache.
I have no idea, dude.
No. But it's surprisingly good. If you do like any type of anime, I recommend it. If you're into gaming and like cartoon stuff, I recommend it. If you've played Cyberpunk, I recommend it. If you want to play Cyberpunk, I recommend it.
Yeah.
It's a good show. So 10 episodes, I think it's complete. They're probably going to spin it off and do more, but I really enjoyed the show. And the other thing that I've seen is the new Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, the
show.
Murderer.
Yes, which has like the stupidest name ever. It's
in the
Dahmer,
head of John Malkovich. No.
It's like Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, or like, it's just like Dahmer.
Dumb and Dahmer.
Yeah, Dahmer. Exactly. They
I would watch Dumb and Dahmer.
They could have called it Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
Can we make that movie? Dumb and Dahmer, and it's just 2 murderers.
Just eating each other. Yeah. No, I don't know if people are as into these serial killers or true crime stories that I am.
Of course they are.
I've always been so interested in all of this. And Jeffrey Dahmer is one of the more, I would say, interesting characters of recent years. And this story has been told so many times. But it's amazing.
Like, which one is he out of all the crazy people?
He's the guy that ate people and tried to make people into zombies because like he really had abandonment issues. So he wanted to
internalize people.
He just didn't want them to leave. So he killed them and then ate them to have them with him forever.
But has he thought about what happens when you eat stuff?
Yeah. Yeah,
You make it worse, bro.
I just kept eating it. No.
Oh, you will never leave. Nom, 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 nom.
No, so this, what I've heard, like I've seen a review and then Sana saw it with me, but both the person that did the review and Sana have had a really hard time sleeping after watching the show.
Yeah.
So that just kind of cements how fucked up in the head I am because I just enjoy the show.
This is good. I like the eating part.
There was no, it's not that.
You have a shishka baby.
Yeah, I do. But it's really well made. It's by the people that made American Horror Story.
My Baywatch.
Yeah.
Just like dumb people. Just Dahmer running.
Yeah. Some people did. Is that the song?
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah. It's so long ago.
Afraid to get into the light. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is it. Oh, no, my brain is just like, no. Don't remember that.
But no, so it's from the American Horror Story people, starring the guy from American Horror Story who plays Quicksilver in the X-Men movies.
Ah, shit, that guy.
Dude.
Yeah.
And he does such an amazing job. Like, it's scary how good he is. It's so believable and it's so...
But do they do like reenactments stuff? How is this like? Is it a documentary? Is it a
it's
like a...
just following along with him in his life and all of this stuff. It's really...
How the fuck... What kind of show is this? Is it like a... Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not a TV show...
It is.
Or is it a documentary, or is it like something in between?
No, it's
like, it's more of
a movie.
Okay, it's a movie more or less. Okay,
but really diving into, like, getting to understand how fucked up in the head he is, and I guess really focusing in on the whole abandonment issue that is his life. So you jump between different sort of. I think it kind of. It's a new trope of starting off at the end, you know? So, like,
it's a lot of cutting,
I guess
back
kind
and
of
forth.
a little bit of a spoiler, but not really. Like, if you know anything about Jeffrey Dahmer, he does get arrested. So, in the first episode, or maybe the second, I can't remember, you get when he gets arrested.
Okay, yeah.
And then, like, he's so, what do you call it? Like, compliant. You know, he just tells the police everything, and he's not hiding anything. He wants to be killed. Like, he knows he is a monster, but he's so calm, and like he just talks about everything so casually that it's so scary.
Yeah, that is
like
fucking scary.
How he like drills a hole in the head of a kid and pours sulfuric acid in there to make him into a living zombie, because that's how, like, he would keep him with him as a zombie. Like, instead of lobotomizing him, that's how he would, like, and that's just one of so many different things that he did. And there's so many small little details in the show that, like, if you blink, you will miss. But no, if you're any type of true crime geek, this is for you. It's really well made. It's really well acted. And 10 episodes. Each episode is about an hour, I guess. It's fantastic. I'd say it's one of the better true crime shows out of Netflix for...
And it's made like a movie.
Yes.
That's the thing, yeah.
Very much so. And each episode is not like... If you skip an episode or like... It's not... It kind of feels like one of those... what do you call it? When it's... just a movie each episode.
Like a standalone.
Like that, kind of. So it's not like one coherent story in that way.
They're covering different aspects of
the same story. But you could watch episode 5 and then 1 and then 8 and then it would still be the exact same thing, which is really cool. So like if you fall asleep and miss an episode, it's okay. Yeah. But no. Just spinning off way more than I need to here. But it's really, really good. I recommend it. Dahmer, Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story.
How many Roberts does it get out of 5?
Out of 5, I would give it a 3.5.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's something that I could definitely see myself watch again in the future. Up there with like Sons of Anarchy-ish type. Like really, really well made. And what else did I see? Fuck. I know I saw something else. For the first time in ages, I didn't write stuff down.
Yeah, and I'm looking if I actually did see something, but now that I turn on the apps, I'm just like, nope, I have not used these apps.
Nope. I
have not.
I went in and I bought movies again. So I went on cdon.com and I bought Nope, which I really, really want to see. The new Jordan Peele.
Is that the Jordan Peele movie?
Yeah.
That was at the cinemas just
Yes,
now.
exactly. I wanted to go to see it at the cinema, but Santa was just a little too pregnant. And
pregnant women always ruin everything.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I know.
Sorry, Santa.
But the funny thing there is that it doesn't have a official release date. It just says that it's coming. But then I bought Bullet Train as well because I really, really loved it. And what else did I get? There was something else that I can't remember. It was an animated, what was it, The Sons of Soups or something? Like, so you have Damian Wayne, Batman's son, with Clark's kid. Like, or
I thought you said Damon Wayne's.
Oh, yeah.
And then you were like, Batman's son. I was like, oh, he said Damon.
Yeah.
Great.
Damon
Wayans, yeah, the son of Batman.
Son of Batman and son of Superman have a movie. And yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah. So I got that one too. And
yeah,
we'll see.
Cool.
I think they'll arrive sometime this week.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I ordered a new iPhone.
Ooh.
Still haven't heard anything about receiving it, but hey, we're good.
Money's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, they did take the money.
Yeah.
They did take the money.
But
I was a bit
something.
late on the ball there. I was half an hour late to the pre-order thing. So I'm not getting it anytime soon.
Aha.
Yes. And I really don't care.
You suck.
Yeah. Yes, I do. I'm not special.
No.
I couldn't do like look what I bought like everyone else.
Yeah, might as well return it.
Yep. I thought about that too, but there's a reason why I bought a new phone. So
and the reason is you.
Yeah. And the reason is you.
Awesome.
Yep. Sounds like the end of this show.
Yeah, it really does. Really,
Unless
really
you
does.
have another show.
There's no other show.
Yeah, I've seen nothing.
No.
I was going to see a lot of things. I have seen not a lot of things.
Yeah. I've seen that She-Hulk is getting worse and worse and worse.
Why have you seen this?
Because I watch like
Reviews?
people talking about it.
Yeah.
It's become
I'm
a
not
thing.
even going to bother, dude. I saw Disney Plus has put up like these posters by the train.
I know.
And
I saw them too.
and I saw that and I was like, oh, Shrek. And then like, no, it's She-Hulk. But my mind went straight to Shulk.
Nice. And I saw it and I just got mad.
Okay.
Like it infuriates me. It makes me into the Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
No, they...
But did you think that love was only true in fairy tales?
I did see something else. I did. Ta-da. But only the first episode. But I saw the first episode of House of Dragons.
Oh, shit. Yes, you did.
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. And
I really, really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think it was going to be that good. But because of the Lord of the Rings crappy show and She-Hulk and everything else that we've gotten in recent time, it was so good. It was really, really good. But again, I've only seen the first episode, so I can't comment too much on the show.
I've only heard good things about it.
Yeah, same.
The little that I've heard about it.
And that's why I should check it out at least. And
I'll watch it in 10 years when it's done.
Because now it's 6 episodes out, I think. So there's quite a lot to watch. Each episode is about an hour. So, but I think that Santa wants to see it, so I didn't rush through the whole thing. But yeah, I liked it. And it's got the same quality as the previous show.
That's what I've heard.
Like the dragons look cool. Character development is great. You really do understand and feel for characters in the show, which is unlike anything we've seen in recent time. So, yeah, I mean, if you're having doubts and you want to watch it, and you do have an HBO subscription, watch it. I definitely recommend it. I think it is one of the better shows out there right now. But if you want to be cool like me and Ilias, then you just wait until it's sort of died down, and people forget it, and then
you watch it and like, oh guys, have you seen this new show?
So Damn, why didn't people talk about?
Why haven't people talked about Game of Thrones ever? I can't believe it's been out for 10 years.
Yeah, exactly.
And nobody's talked about it.
Losers.
Side first.
Yeah. Anything else?
No. Like, I still haven't seen anything. Like, I've seen nothing.
Yeah, but like that, it just comes to you.
No, it doesn't come to you if you haven't seen anything. No. Like, I remember not seeing anything.
That's the shitty thing now about having the family life. Because you need something on that is sort of casual, lighthearted, and sort of interesting. The only thing we can watch is MasterChef. Mm-hmm. So we've watched two seasons of MasterChef, and now the full season of MasterChef VIP. Started watching the newest season of the VIP MasterChef, and also what's it called? All of Sweden Bakes. Yeah, just cooking shows. Yeah, which is why I'm making pies all the time, and I made a really cool pie, by the way. Like,
very cool.
I did a like, in my head, it's what if Ben and Jerry's made pie.
Nice.
What I did.
That is pretty cool.
Santa died. It was
in your arms tonight. No,
not diet. Like died.
Yeah, dyed her hair.
Yeah, exactly. In my arms.
In your arms tonight. Dyed her hair in your arms tonight.
Yeah. Super blonde. Platinum.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I just realized that you could do anything with a pie. Mm-hmm. So I just learned how to do an okay pie dough, and then went into the supermarket.
This all just sounds like a joke.
Yeah.
Pie dough.
Pie dough. I know that
pie dough. Dough.
And then
just dumb.
Yeah. Went in, got whatever I felt I was hungry for, and I put that into a pie.
Yeah, fuck, you can do anything with pie. That is true. You can have meat, you can have fruit, you can have like
anything.
Any fucking thing.
So I did
nuts, butts,
mango, banana, the donuts with the apple cream filling.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah.
Munkar.
Yeah.
Äppelmunkar. So I had that.
Shit, I haven't had those in like
I know
a million years.
It was
like
just
before
there
the
in
dinosaurs.
a bag at Coop. I was like, oh yeah, I should get those with vanilla custard, and just sort of put it all in a thing, in a pie, and then that's the pie, and it just became this amazingly creamy mango banana
apple
cookie dough
crazy
cinnamon pie. It's amazing. Yeah. So I every once in a while I do the pie thing. I've also done quite a few apple pies now.
Apple pie is never smoothie. Oh my god, it is my favorite type.
I don't
of pie.
do the smoothie. I do
the smoothie is the best though. I love it.
It's too easy.
Yeah, I know, but that's the beauty of it.
Pie thing.
No. The nice thing about that crusty fucking pie is.
But what you can do if you want to replicate that is just add some oats to the apple mixture.
To the thing, yeah.
That way you get kind of the smoothie thing within the apple.
Schmowly.
Yeah.
But I also don't eat any of that shit, so fuck that.
But yeah, pie.
Yeah.
So that's the Ilias pie.
Pie, everyone.
Pie.
Pie. Thank you for listening.
Oh, we had to.
It's so bad.
So bad.
So bad it's good.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Not today. Goodbye. Thank you for listening.
And still, Rick and Morty is still good.
It's still good.
Yeah, it's still good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is actually.
Everyone.
Yeah.
This is the ASMR ending of the podcast. Me, Ilias. Me, Robert. And bye. Just a fucking
That's so bad. Yeah. Have a good week, everybody.
Take care. Tell your friends. Do not listen to this.
Exactly.
Goodbye.
Yeah, and good luck with everything. And
Thanks, Max.
Stop sucking. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
you have to suck to get ahead, or whatever the fuck I said before.
Yeah.
Don't you remember?
Oh my god.
The best tip I've ever given. That is.
Oh, you just kept on going.
Yeah. Okay, let's just end this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bye. Bye. Bye.